Hello students, in this class I am going to explain types of forces and different forces that we use in our mechanics and free body diagram. Okay, types of forces. Okay, the fundamental forces. So generally in our first lesson we discussed that there are four fundamental forces. So one is gravitational forces, second one is electromagnetic forces, and the third one is nuclear forces, and the last one is weak interaction forces. So this is the general classification for the forces. The basic fundamental force in nature is gravitational force, electromagnetic force, nuclear force, and weak interaction forces. So these concepts we small discussed in our first lesson. In this lesson we discuss the another category of the types of forces. So the another category is distant forces and contact forces. Okay, so this is one type of category for the forces. Now another type of classification for the forces. So the forces are two types. One is distant forces and another one is contact forces. Okay, so distant forces means, so in this the two or more objects does not required to contact each other. So when then the force between those objects is taken as distant forces. So for distant forces, gravitational force, electromagnetic force, nuclear force, so those are examples for the distant forces. So in all these we have, there is no need to contact of the object, so those forces are called here distant forces. Now contact forces, so in contact forces, so the two objects need to be contact each other, then the force between these two, the force between the objects is taken as contact forces. So examples for the contact forces: tension force, normal force, spring force, and friction force. Okay, these are the examples for contact forces. So distant forces, gravitational force, electric force, magnetic force, nuclear forces. So those are examples. Our mechanics, we deals with these type of forces. So we deals this type of forces. So they are tension, normal force, spring force, and friction forces. So these are the example for the contact force. So whenever these forces are exist, then the contact of object be must be established. So then these forces are acting between the two objects. So okay, the common forces that we discuss in mechanics are, so the first one is weight. So what is weight? So weight is the attraction of the earth gravitational force. So weight is equal to mg. So the weight is the gravitational force of attraction on object is taken as the weight. So the direction of weight is always downwards, that is always towards the earth center. So the direction of towards the center of the earth. Okay, so weight is such type of force, so that always acts on object towards the earth center, so that is always downwards. So what is it value? This mg, mass of the object into acceleration due to gravity, W is equal to mg. Okay, now the second force is normal force. Okay, so whenever we put an object on a surface, so this is one surface, we put an object on this, so in between, so these two objects are in contact, so these two surface, so the object, the weight is in downward direction, and this surface may apply some force on the mass m, so that force is here normal force. Okay, the force which acts to the perpendicular to the contact surface, the force which acts perpendicular to the contact surface, so that force is taken as normal force. So in some books we take the normal force as n, in some books we take the normal force as r, so I take the normal force is as n. Okay, so now the direction, so the direction of normal force is always perpendicular to the surface of contact. And the force that we discuss in mechanics is tension. Okay, whenever objects are tied with strings or threads, so an object is tied with this string. Okay, so this in string there is the force developed, so in string some force is developed, so that force is here tense, so that force developed in the strings or threads is taken as tension force, and the direction of tension is always away from the object or away from tied ends. So where we fix the string, so away from that fixed point, so at this point the direction of the tension is in this downward direction, away from the fixed point, away from the fixed point we take the direction of tension. For string we take some concepts, that is whenever this string is same, so suppose in this case, suppose I take one more case, a ball is hanged with the help of two strings, then the tension developed in the strings, so for this string the tension is T1 and this string the tension is T2. If the string is same throughout the string, the tension is same, but if the string is changes, the tension must changes in this. So here also again this is T1 and this is T2. So if the string is same, then the tension in the string is same, and here one condition, this string is massless. So in case of massless string, the tension throughout the string is same. Okay, if we take another string, the tension may changes. In this string the tension is T1, in this the tension is T2. So in some cases the string is ruled over the pulleys. So suppose, so this is a frictionless pulley. On this pulley the string is hanged. So this is M1 and this is M2. So if there is no friction between the pulley and the string, so this is frictionless pulley, then the tension in the string is same. So if there is no friction between the pulley and string, the tension throughout the string is same. If this is friction, not frictionless pulley, so if this is frictionless pulley, the tension throughout the string is same. But if the string is not frictionless, so this is frictionless and this is non-frictionless pulley. So here some friction is present, so that's why the tension in this side of the string is T1 and the string other side of the pulley is T2. If this pulley is frictionless, then the tension throughout the wire is same. If the string and pulley is non-frictionless, the pulley is non-frictionless, then the tension is vary. So one side is T1 and another side is T2. Okay, so this is all about tension. And the most and important one that we remember, direction of the tension is always away from the tied point, away from the objects. So from pulley to about pulley, it is away from the pulley. About mass, it is away from the mass. So this is most important one. And all these forces we must observe the direction. The weight of the direction of the weight is always downwards towards the earth center. The normal force is always normal to the surface of contact, and the tension is always away from the object. Okay, now the last force is friction force. Okay, so friction, what is friction? The opposing forces between the two surfaces, two contact surfaces. So the opposing force of motion between the two contact objects, two surfaces, between the two surfaces, the friction force may exist. So this friction force is discussed in next lesson. We discuss the free body diagram, FBD. So the most important concept. So while solving mechanics problems, this free body diagram is very much useful. Okay, so now we discuss what is free body diagram. Free body diagram is just a diagram which shows all the forces acting on the object. So if we take an object, so in this some forces are acting. So now we draw a diagram, and the diagram shows all the forces acting on the object. So acting on the object. So this is most important. All the forces acting on the object. And in this the body is represented with a dot. So this is the total object. So here the object is indicated by B, and the all forces are with the arrows. All forces are indicated with arrows. So this type of diagram is taken as free body diagram. A free body diagram is nothing but it is a graphical representation of all forces which are acting on a object. Now we draw a free body diagram for this case. Okay, so on a surface a body M is placed. Okay, now the free body diagram of this object, the free body diagram. So the mass is indicated with a M, so with a dot. So in this there is two forces acting. So one is the weight of this object is downward, and the normal reaction by the surface is N. Okay, so if the body is in equilibrium, so no other forces are acting, that's why. So this is mg in downward direction and a normal force in upward direction. So this is the free body diagram. Okay, so here with a pulley, two masses are suspended through a massless string. So and this is frictionless pulley. Okay, so in this, so the mass m, so the weight is downward direction. So here also the weight of the small m is mg in downward direction. Here the tension away from the object. So this is frictionless pulley. That's why throughout the string the tension is same. So that's why here the tension is T. So here also the tension is T. So here the frictionless pulley. That's why the tension throughout the string is same. So now we draw the FBD, free body diagram, for M1. So here this is the system is in equilibrium. There is no motion. That means net force on the system is 0. So if the system is in equilibrium, then draw the free body diagram for the mass capital M and small m. So for capital M, the free body diagram, how many forces act here? So the weight mg in downward direction and the tension in upward direction. And for small m, the free body diagram, so on small m the forces acting, one is mg in downward direction and tension in upward direction. Okay, so this is the free body diagram. Okay, now we take some numerical problems, how a free body diagram is useful to us. So now, okay, now the problem is, so this is one system. So in this, two masses 2 kg and 5 kg are suspended through a rigid from a rigid support with the help of two strings. Okay, now the system is in equilibrium. Then find the tension in both the strings when the system is in equilibrium. So find the tension in the two strings when the system is in equilibrium. So here Z is taken as 10 meter per second square. Okay, so in this case, now we draw free body diagram for 2 kg mass and free body diagram for 5 kg mass. Okay, so here the tension, suppose the tension is T. So in this string, so string is changed. So whenever the string is changes, the tension also changes. That's why here the tension is T1, here the tension is T1. So string is not changed. So throughout the string the tension is same. Whenever the string is changed, so the tension is changes. So here T, here the tension is T1. Now we find the value of T and the value of T1. Okay, for that we draw a free body diagram for 2 kg mass. Okay, on 2 kg mass, how many forces act? So one is the weight is in downward direction to Z. So Z is 10. That is equal to 20 newtons. And one more force is act on the 2 kg mass, that is T1 tension. Okay, this is T1. And in upward direction, the tension T. So from this, the entire system is in equilibrium. That's why the forces acting in upward direction is equal to the forces acting in downward direction. That's why capital T is equal to T1 plus 20. Okay, now we draw the free body diagram for 5 kg mass. So on 5 kg masses, how many forces act? One is the weight, 50 newtons, and in upward direction the tension T1. So that's why, so in downward direction 50 newton, that is W. So this is W, and in upward direction the tension is T1. So in upward direction the tension in the string is T1. So this system also in equilibrium. That's why the forces acting in upward direction is equal to the forces acting in downward direction. That's why T1 is equal to 50 Newton. Okay. So one answer is already calculated. That is the tension in the string. Second string is 50 Newton. What is this tension in first string? So that is T1 plus 20. That is 50 Newton plus 20. That is 70 Newton. Okay, the tension in first string is 70 Newton. Okay, in this way we use the free body diagram to find some unknown quantities. The next problem is, so find the tension in both the strings when the system is in equilibrium. So this is the system. So in this, a 5 kg mass is hanged with two strings, with the help of two strings from the rigid support. So now we find the tension in the two strings. So here the tension, suppose the tension in the string is T1. So the tension in the string is T2. So now we find the T1 is equal to and T2 is equal to. So here the second string makes an angle of 37 degrees with the vertical. Okay. So now we draw the free body diagram. Okay. The only concept to solve this type of problems is by using of FBD. So now we draw the free body diagram for the 5 kg mass. Okay. So how many forces act? First force is the weight. So how much weight? W is equal to mg, that is 5z, that is equal to 50 Newton. 50 Newton force in downward direction. And in this direction, so the force is T1. And in this direction, the force is T2. So if we draw one more vertical line here, then these two angles are same. So here 37 degrees. That's why here also 37 degrees. So when we draw a vertical line here, the angle is 37 degrees. Okay. So in this case also the system is in equilibrium. That's why the net force is 0. And that means the forces, so whenever the system is in equilibrium, the forces in x direction is 0. The forces along y direction also 0. Okay. Now we take the forces in x direction. So in x direction the force is T1 and the x component of this T2 also. So in x direction there are two forces active, one in T1 and x component of this T1. Okay. If this is 37 degrees, so this along the vertical, so along the theta, the vector component is T2 cos 37 degrees. Okay. The perpendicular to this, so that is T2 sin 37 degrees. Okay, resolution of vectors. So along theta, that component is cos component, that is T2 cos 37. Along the perpendicular component T2 sin 37. So now we take x components. So what is x components? T1 plus T2 sin 37 is equal to 0. So along x direction the net force is 0. Along y direction the net force also 0. So 50 Newton plus T2 cos 37 is equal to 0. So from this what we write? T2 cos 37 is equal to 50. Cos 37 degrees. What is the value of cos 37 degrees? Whenever in a problem 37 degrees angle or 53 degrees angle. So these two angles are given. Then the triangle is 543 triangle. What is 543 triangle? So this is 5, this is 3. Then the angle between these two is must 53 degrees. And this angle is 37 degrees. So this is 90 degrees. So 37 degrees or 53 degrees are given. Then the triangle is 5, 3, 4, 3 triangle. So from this, what is cos 37? Cos 37. Cos 37 means adjacent side by hypotenuse. That is T2. Adjacent side is 4. Hypotenuse is 5. 50. So T2 is equal to 250 by 4 newtons. So what is the tension in second spring? This string, that is 250 by 4 newton. So T2 is already derived. So substitute in this equation, that is T1 plus, what is T2? 250 by 4 into sine 37. What is sine 37? Opposite side by hypotenuse. That is 3 by 5 is equal to 0. Okay. So here one small mistake, that is T1 in positive x direction and T2 sine 37 is negative x direction. That's why. So here we take negative. So here negative. So if we minus t cos theta move to RHS side, then T2 cos 37 is equal to 50. Same here also. T1. So in this equation. So in both these two equations, here we take minus symbols because so T1 in positive x direction, T2 sine 37 is negative x direction. 50 is downward direction, so this is in opposite direction. That's why taken as minus. Okay. So T1 minus T2, 250 by 4 newton, sine 37 is 3 by 5. 150 by 4 newton. Okay, T2 is 150 by 4 newton. So this is T1. T1 is 150 by 4 newton. T2 is 250 by 4 newton. Okay, in this way we use free body diagrams to calculate unknown quantities.